If you are a Disney fan, you may be familiar with the cute deer character Bambi. The 1942 animated feature film of the same name has become a Disney animation classic. In China, there is also a very popular animated deer character called the Nine-Colored Deer. An animation film of the same name also became a national hit in the 1980s. Interestingly, the original story of the Nine-Colored Deer was depicted on the murals of the Dunhuang Mogao Cave 257 about 1,500 years ago. Cave 257 was the first cave on the site to adopt the style of laying out narrative paintings of multiple scenes in a horizontal band around the walls, instead of linear chronological sequence. The highlight lies on the lowest part of the west wall. There are narrative story paintings of the Nine-Colored Deer, a well-known story in Buddhism. The deer was one of the Buddha's former lives. Wary of hunters, the deer was careful to stay hidden, and she had never been spotted by people who ventured into the forest.
Help! Help!
One day, she heard the crying of a man who was drowning in a river. She plunged into the river and saved the man. She asked the man not to speak of her existence to anyone else, and the man agreed. Later, however, the queen of the kingdom in the story dreamed of a multicolored deer. In order to bring the deer to the queen, the king offered an attractive reward of money and land to whoever could capture the deer. The man was poor, and he was unable to resist the temptation of the reward, so he offered to lead the way to hunt for the deer. Learning she had been betrayed by the man, the deer called out in a human voice and told the king what had happened between her and the man. The king spared the deer, and the ungrateful man suffered from sores all over his body in return for violating his pledge. In gratitude for the freedom, the deer offered her services to the king. The king asked the deer to serve as a teacher of the Dharma. In Buddhism, Dharma means the universal laws of nature, which are applicable to everyone. The deer agreed, and her teaching explained that despite all the complexities of the Dharma, its central message was simple and clear: compassion and respect for all lives. So the king promised to protect all the animals in his kingdom from then on. The story itself is interesting and moving. It promotes the Buddhist concept that benevolence and good deeds will bring good retribution. Ungratefulness and evil deeds will incur severe punishment.